Hey y'all, welcome to Pleiadian Point of View. I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics. And as you may know, if you have seen any of my previous videos, I'm a Pleiadian channel. So in these point of view videos, I'm going to be sharing with you messages and updates from our Pleiadian friends who are helping us right now through the ascension process. So in today's point of view, the Pleiadians wanted to talk to us a little bit about something they are encouraging us to do over the coming weeks. And one thing that they are telling us over and over again is that it's very important for lightworkers and starseeds right now to be listening to everything we hear through our intuition. So what they are meaning when they say this is that this is not a time for us to be blindly listening to anything we hear around us. This is not a time to be taking at face value the stories we are being fed by our platforms, our authorities. What the Pleiadians are encouraging is that we start to question everything. And what they mean by that is they're encouraging us to be very discerning about any sources of information that are coming to us from the outside world. And as you have heard them say in previous videos, the only way for us to know if something is true or false is to run it through our intuition. And because we are seeing things really ramp up in the 3D world right now, things are getting a little spicy. It's more important than ever that we not blindly believe what we are being told. And so the way to find our way forward in these times, and this has been a big question I have had for the Pleiadians over the past 2 years, because I was noticing that it was very hard to know what was true and what was false. And so I kept asking the Pleiadians, well, how do we know? Do we believe this news story? Do we believe what we're being told by this person, even by figures in authority? How do we know when something is true and when it is based in deception? And so what the Pleiadians have been teaching me and my clients a lot over the past 2 years is that the way that we tell, the way that we sort truth from fiction these days is through our intuition. They say if you listen to your bodies will tell you if something is true or something is false. And so what they are encouraging us to do over the coming weeks, they say that we can expect to be fed a lot of disinformation. And of course, if you are part of the awakening community, you know this is nothing new. We are quite aware of that, but it can still be challenging to know, when do we believe something? When is something worth our attention, worth being concerned about? And when is something manipulation to keep us in fear? Because as we know, as lightworkers and starseeds, the whole game of the Matrix is to keep humanity in fear. When humanity is in fear, it continues to play the old game. And so what we start to ask ourselves as members of the awakened community is, how do I know what is trustworthy? And so the guides are encouraging us, and they're really stepping up this message that this has come through for the past 2 or 3 months straight, where they make this point where the Pleiadians are encouraging us for any information we are taking in and trusting to run it through our intuition. Listen to how your body reacts when you hear that story, when you hear that piece of news. And they say that our body is the only thing we can trust these days. Our intuition is the only thing we can trust, because as this ascension game, continues to ramp up, really come to its height, we're going to see a lot more falseness trying to fight for our attention, trying to lure us in. And of course, we don't want to fall for that. So something else the Pleiadians had for us, which is also encouraging, helpful, is they said in the coming weeks, it's going to be much easier for us to see what is true and what is false. They say lightworkers and starseeds are going to start to see very easily when anything is based in manipulation or based in deception. So expect this to get easier. But what the Pleiadians are encouraging is that we not blindly believe what we are being told these days. And that's not to make us suspicious. It's not to make us stick our head in the sand. That's not what they're talking about. But what they're talking about is it's time to be discerning, to do your own investigation. And one of the best ways to do that is to run anything you hear through your intuition. Because again, the mind can be lied to easily, but the body knows truth. And so as we start to listen to our body, and all we have to do whenever we are wondering if something is what we are being told it is, check your intuition. Run that thing through your intuition and ask your higher self, is this true? Is this something that needs my attention? Or is this something that is attempting to lure me into fear? Because again, your body will know the difference. So anyway, that is the Pleiadian point of view for today, their suggestion for us right now. And again, this keeps coming up. So they are really serious about how important it is for light workers and starseeds to be our own truth seeker, to not blindly believe what we are being told, but to check everything that we hear against our intuition. So I hope this helped you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.